Fungi and mushrooms are integral to the cycles of life and death. Fungi, they're an organism of death. When you're looking for fungi in the woods, you're like, all right, where's death? Where do I see death in this landscape? Where's that downed tree? Where's a really rich pile of soil that's being decomposed? And that's kind of how I move myself through the forest in certain ways, is like looking for death. My father never shied away from teaching me about death. And from day one, I was in full knowledge that he would die, that I would die, that everyone I knew eventually would die. And he was diagnosed with liver cancer when I was 17. So he got on the liver transplant list, and about that time when he figured out he needed a new liver is when I got a phone call telling me that I needed to come home. And then I became his primary caregiver, and that was for a period of about 3 months. And it was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I'm still processing, his loss to this day, but I was left with the unmistakable feeling of beauty and appreciation for death. And that's a gift that he gave me that I thank him for every day. When my father passed, it took some time for me to start studying mycology again. But as I did, I came back with a different perspective of viewing that decomposition and that decay, and in certain instances that parasitic relationship, as something that was really beautiful and that fostered life. It was more of a theory and a concept prior to my father's passing. When I returned to mycology, it was ingrained in my being that death brings life, and that fungi are the mediators and the stewards of this alchemization. That they are the ones that take an organism, break it down, and return it into a form that can grow new life. I truly believe that fungi and mushrooms are allies for fostering greater health. So as a mycologist and citizen scientist, what I'm doing is identifying and harvesting wild species, bringing them back into the laboratory to form pure cultures, and expanding the diet of the mushroom I'm working with in an effort to produce food, medicine, or to support ecosystems. Another aspect of my work is helping to facilitate the passing of loved ones. And by pairing myself and studying with fungi, I'm able to receive key pieces of information about how death is actually beautiful, about how can we utilize death for amazing things, whether it's seeing a mushroom itself being decomposed and eaten by maggots and then thousands of flies form, or utilizing mealworms to grow the cordyceps mushroom and utilizing their death to birth medicine. So fungi and mushrooms, they're giving me the literacy to be able to talk about death and to actually be able to clearly explain why death is beautiful. My name is Raskal Turbeville, and I facilitate death through partnering with fungi.